Hello all, welcome back to Simplified Maths. Dear children, we are continuing with chapter 7, definite integration, and today the topic we are taking is after exercise 7.10. Okay, and the title is the topic is some properties of definite integration. Okay, last lecture we have completed exercise 7.10, right? And now in fact we are heading towards the end of the chapter as far as the theory is concerned. This is the last theoretical topic of this chapter that we are taking today finally, but then there are problems. Okay, means sums will be there, so we'll take maybe 2 to 3 lectures possibly for this chapter. Okay, and then it will be over. Clear? Now, what are the properties of the definite integration, dear children? So the first property, okay, I'm not giving the numbers like they say given the P0, P1. If you see the textbook, no, they say P0, P1, P2 and up to P7, P for property. But I think it is of no use. Let us just simply say 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, so the first property in notation and also I will write down in words. So it is integration of fx dx, integration of fx dx from a to b is equal to integration of, this is the first property and something confusing but very important. Integration of fx dx from a to b is equal to integration of ft dt from a to b. Okay, what does these properties mean? These properties says, okay, that is, you see on the left hand side the variable is x, on the right hand side the variable is t, but though I put the sign equal in between because the limit is not changed, a to b only. So in place of x dx, fx dx, if you put ft dt, the answer does not alter. Okay, so you can say that the value of the definite integral, okay, definite integral does not depend, okay, does not depend on the variable. Okay, this is very important. In words it is not given in the textbook, but I am writing in words. Then what does it mean? Value of definite integral or definite integration does not depend on the variables. Okay, clear? Means for, you just see that suppose that this integration of small fx is capital Fx, then ultimately answer would be fb minus fa, upper limit minus lower limit. So even if it is ft dt, answer will be capital Ft and capital Ft, but finally then what you do? What you have to do? Upper limit minus lower limit only, means you have to apply the limits. So it will be fb minus fa again. So you will get the same answer either this left hand side or right hand side. So therefore this is very important one in words. Okay. Now the second property, the given is, the second property is already used, dear children, in the last exercise 7.10, sum number 9. We had to use this property, and that property is integration of a to b fx dx, and if you interchange these limits, instead of a to b, suppose you take b to a, then you have to put a negative sign. Okay, b to a, then minus integration of b to a fx dx. So whenever you interchange the limits, then you have to change the sign. Okay, this is the second property. And usually when we have to apply this property, if the lower limit and this is upper limit, so obviously lower limit value will be smaller than upper limit. Clear? But sometimes it may happen that after substitution or some step, the lower limit value will be more than upper limit. तो ये नहीं चलेगा. So what to do? You have to interchange them. The smaller value will be considered as the lower limit and the higher value will be considered as the upper limit. And so we have to interchange. So don't forget to change the sign if you do this property. Okay. Then the property number 3. Okay. Third property. So third property is like this, that this is very important. In fact, this is very important. Okay. It is like this. Just see, integration of I just little bit explain it more, that if A is less than C is less than B, then टेक्स्ट बुक में ऐसा नहीं लिखा होगा. आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा. इफ A is less than C is less than B means C lies in between A and B, then okay, then integration of A to B fx dx is equal to integration of A to C fx dx plus integration of C to B fx dx. Okay. Now see, dear students, ये बहुत ही important property है, that any interval given, this is the interval, right? AB is one interval, correct? Okay. Lower limit, upper limit, you consider it will be one closed interval. Now you can split this in the two parts, A to C, C to B. Okay, not necessarily two parts, which is not given again in the textbook, but okay, you can generalize it. You can generalize it means, note that we can form or say make, okay, more than two parts. More than two parts or division, okay, of the closed interval AB. Okay, means just for example, suppose I say, okay, suppose that you have 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, and say it is sin x dx, something like the whatever, okay, 0 to 2 pi and say sin x dx. Okay. Then what I will do is, I can take 0 to 2 pi, I can split into two parts, 0 to pi, okay, then plus pi to 2 pi और say pi to 3 pi by 2, मतलब दो पार्ट्स भी कर सकते हो, 3 भी कर सकते हो, प्लस आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग इन शॉर्ट, ओके, 3 pi by 2 2, 2 pi. I can divide even the 4 parts, 0 to pi by 2, pi by 2 to pi, second quadrant, pi to 3 pi by 2, third quadrant, okay, and 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, fourth quadrant. Or you can take only two parts, anything, just like this, okay. So इस मैंने so just rough example आपको दिया हुआ है. So this property is also very very important, okay friends, right. Now, after this, property 3 and 4 in the textbook, which will be now ours, it will be 4 and 5. Okay, they started with number 0, so I started with number 1. Okay, so property number 4 and 5, both are very very, all are important, especially the third one, अभी जो किया वो, and then the fourth, fifth. So what is it? Integration of fx dx from 0 to a. Integration of fx dx from 0 to a, okay, is equal to integration of f of a minus x dx from 0 to a. Okay, and here also provided, which is not given again in the textbook. Okay, ये actually ये इसलिए नहीं दिया है textbook में, because it is understood that in the problems it will be there, but for the higher studies and theoretically we should know this, that the function f must be continuous. Okay, continuous, I write it in short, continuous in close interval 0 to a. ओके, 0 to a जो है उसमें फंक्शन कैसा होना चाहिए, कंटिन्यूस होना चाहिए. देन नाउ व्हाट दिस प्रॉपर्टी सेज, दैट इफ द फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूस इन 0 to a, देन इंस्टेड ऑफ x, if you put a minus x, okay, in the problems, in the sums given, then answer does not alter, means answer will remain same, no change it would be. Okay, be careful. So this is also very important property, and let me say just for example, okay, for example, that suppose you are given cos x dx and say from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so say compare with this 0 to a, 0 to pi by 2, then a is equal to, I just put 0 to pi by 2, and f of a minus x. F of a minus x means what? Here instead of x you have to put pi by 2 minus x, means it will be cos of pi by 2 minus x. Okay, right? And you know pi by 2 minus x means cos x will be sin x. So it will be 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx. Means what? Cos x dx from 0 to pi by 2 and sin x dx from 0 to pi by 2, answer will be same. That's what this property says. Okay, students? Okay, right. Now the property number 5. Fifth property. The fifth property is in fact the extension of fourth property. Okay, so fifth property is also important. आपको लगेगा सर सारे इंपॉर्टेंट ही बोल रहे हैं, बट जो इंपॉर्टेंट है मैं उसी को इंपॉर्टेंट बोलूँगा. ओके, राइट, ऐसा नहीं है कि ऑल आर इम्पोर्टेंट ना, बट वॉट एवर इज यूज्ड सो ऑफन एंड फ्रीक्वेंटली आई हैव टू पुट इट इन द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन. ठीक है, नाउ दिस प्रॉपर्टी सेज दैट इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ a to b fx dx then is equal to integration of a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. Okay, and here also I have to write down that the function fx must be, means is continuous in what interval, a to b, in the closed interval a to b. ये होना ही चाहिए, which is not there given, okay, in the textbook. They have written only the property, but ये भी होना चाहिए, ये compulsory है. Now what this property says, and look at fourth property and look at fifth one. Fourth and fifth दोनों को देखो. Actually a to b है, then instead of x, what I have written here, a plus b minus x, means what? इन दोनों का एडिशन, अपर लिमिट लोअर लिमिट प्लस अपर लिमिट माइनस एक्स dx. Then answer does not alter, mean answer remains same. So now look at this thing. ये क्या है? Is it same? 0 plus a minus x है कि नहीं? Okay. So this was the fourth property, is the special case of fifth property. Can I say this? Fourth property is a special case of fifth property. Okay, so you can say that the fourth property, okay, is a special case of property number 5, fifth property. ठीक है ना? Right? So in fact this is more generalized. एंड वो स्पेशल केस है, बट दोनों हो गया तो सेम ही हो गया ना, बोथ आर सेम ओनली. ठीक है, राइट. देन नेक्स्ट आई गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन. हियर आई थिंक यू अंडरस्टैंड, आई डोंट हैव टू गिव द एग्जांपल. यहाँ पे कोई भी लिमिट दिया होगा, से π/6 and π/3 for instance, then you have to take here π/6 plus π/3 minus x, and the answer will be same. Left hand side, right hand side, answer will be same only. Okay, right. Now the sixth one. In the sixth one, let us say that now two properties are there, 6th and 7 in the textbook also. I think there is one property left. Yes, one property is there, but it is not that much useful. So यहाँ पे मैं इसको इतना IMP नहीं दूंगा, but it is there, so I am writing it. So it is 0 to 2a fx dx. Okay, integration of 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to integration of 0 to a fx dx and plus again 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. This way it is. Okay. In the earlier in state board textbook, and when the theory portion was to asked in the exam, all these proofs were very, very important proofs to be asked in the exam. But right now, you just have to remember it. Okay. So see 0 to 2a, again you have to say here also that the function f is continuous in 0 to a. Here also you have to write like this, which is not given in the textbook, where f is continuous in close interval 0 to 2a. Okay, like this. Okay. Now what does this say? Suppose, for example, suppose it is 0 to 2 pi fx dx. Then it will be 0 to pi fx dx plus 0 to pi f of 2 pi minus x dx. Got this? My example orally. कि यहाँ पे फंक्शन जो भी हो, यहाँ पे जो भी लिमिट्स हो, you can split it like this. 0 to a plus 0 to a. First term is fx dx, second is f of 2a minus x dx. Okay, right. Now, next one. That is the property number 7. Okay. Now, what is the property number 7? Property number 7 में फिर से there is a two results given there, that if now just see, if it is again related to the sixth property, if f of 2a minus x is equal to fx, then just see, if f of 2a minus x is equal to fx, then integration of 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to 2 times 0 to a fx dx. ठीक है, ये वाला एक प्रॉपर्टी दिया हुआ है. नाउ इफ यू look at the sixth property which I wrote just now, और अगर आपको दिमाग में है ना, तो इनफैक्ट ये वही है. अब ध्यान से देखो फिर से, ये सिक्स प्रॉपर्टी है. अब सेवंथ में क्या किया उन लोगों ने? सपोज दैट एफ ऑफ 2a माइनस एक्स इज इक्वल टू एफ एक्स. ओके, देन दिस इज ऑल्सो एफ एक्स एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो एफ एक्स एंड बोथ 0 to a. तो क्या हो गया? 2 टाइम्स हो गया कि नहीं? So that is they have written as the fourth property, 2 times 0 to a fx dx. Okay, clear? Hope you understand this thing. Okay, and then in the same one, seventh property only, also if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus fx, then what? Now, again, I am not turning the page, okay, backward. Just recall what I have written there, and it is 2 times become, because both are same. Now, because now it is minus fx, then what is going to happen? 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to ये आंसर हो जाएगा 0. Isn't it? Why it is 0? Because now this is equal to minus fx, and minus fx means ये हो गया minus, ये minus हो गया, तो the plus will become minus, and both the terms are equal, plus minus, so plus minus cut, so 0 हो गया. Simple. ठीक है. So इसको इन लोगों ने लिया है प्रॉपर्टी नंबर 7 के हिसाब से, right? And now the property number 8. Okay, children, it's the last property and finally the last theory topic of this chapter. Okay, and it is again very important क्योंकि इसका MCQ में भी बहुत यूज होता है, as well as in the sums like 2, 3 marker, 4 marker, सब में बहुत यूज होता है. That's why again there is a 2 results given in this. Do you remember odd and even function? In trigonometry or function chapter somewhere you might have studied that if suppose first I just recall even and odd function, that if the function f is even function, okay, that is even की definition याद करो. What do you mean by even function? F of minus x is equal to fx. This is the definition of even function. That in any function, if you put minus x instead of x, then also it remains the same. Like you know trigonometry में cos is even, है ना. Sin function is odd, ये आपने पढ़ा होगा. Sin is odd, cos is even, because cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta, ऐसा हम बोलते हैं. And ये अगर है then okay, then there is a result given that integration of minus a to a. Now see the limits, minus a to a fx dx, then the answer would be 2 times 0 to a fx dx. You have to remember this. In fact, the proof is there. Okay, but we are not going for the proof. Just remember this as a formula. Okay, right? Minus, for example, it is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and the function is even. Then minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 I can write as 2 times 0 to pi by 2, and whatever the function is. Okay, clear? Also, now instead of even I will consider odd. If f is odd function, okay, if f is odd. Now what was the definition of odd function? Just recall, that is f of minus x is equal to minus of fx. ये odd function की definition है. F of minus x means in place of x, if you put minus x, then the function becomes negative of the original. Means suppose sine of minus theta, then it will be minus sine theta. Okay, right? So f of minus x is equal to minus fx. And if this is given f is odd, then integration of minus a to a fx dx, okay, is equal to, the answer is going towards 0. So specially जो odd वाला जो theory topic का कोई भी problems आता है ना, then these problems will be mostly asked in the MCQs. Okay, mostly this will be asked in the MCQs because the sum will be given to you and you just have to check whether it is even or odd, and in the option answer 0 also will be given. If the function is odd, no calculation required. Children, directly from option select 0 and put the answer. That's all. Okay. If it is even, then there will be little calculation because it is not 0. It is 2 times 0 to a. So कुछ उसका 2-3 steps तो at least minimum calculation होगा. But here no calculation, simply there. Okay. And here also in both of these, one thing is common which is not again given in the textbook. and that is the function f must be continuous, okay, continuous in closed interval minus a to a. Okay, is that clear? Hope you all understand this, dear students. So these all were the properties given, and based on these properties there will be uh, problems. Next exercise, that is exercise 7.11. Okay, and that's it. Then we will be at the end of this chapter. Okay friends, so that I will take that exercise and all, will take it in the next lecture. By the time, please go through all this property again thoroughly, make a note and be clear what this property says. Okay, and then in the next lecture we will go for the sums based on it. Clear? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Goodbye.